Coming up on Mountain News this morning, officials are warning everyone to stay put as they see an increase in accidents during the winter weather. And there are still many closings throughout eastern Kentucky to be on the lookout for.
Dedicated to eastern and southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News this morning.
Good morning, I'm Olivia Calfee. We're coming up on 5 a.m. on January 17th. Now let's check in with meteorologist Tim Drawbridge for a look at your forecast this morning. It's a cold one.
It is very cold this morning, Olivia. Hi, everyone. A good Wednesday to you. Like Cameron told you last night, that we have a wind chill advisory in effect for all of central, southern, and eastern Kentucky. This remains in effect until 10 a.m. this morning as we end up having wind chill feels like values as cold as minus 15. And we have seen that already as you make your way beyond Pulaski County over toward Monticello. So dangerous cold in place. And again, wind chill values between minus 5 and minus 15 with that wind chill advisory in effect. Temperature-wise right now, minus 5 as you make your way toward Manchester, minus 2 at London and Somerset. These are the air temperatures. Look at the wind. Many of us with a calm wind, so it's just a slight puff of wind like we told you yesterday morning that is dropping these wind chill feels like values below zero, and now a wind chill of minus 21 toward Monticello. Quick look at the pinpoint Doppler radar. Thank goodness, no precipitation this morning. We go ahead and broaden the view out. The clouds departed on the overnight period, and lots of clear skies as you make your way across Kentucky, Tennessee, up into Indiana and Illinois. Our next system starting to come into play as we look back toward the plains and the Rockies. That's for later tomorrow into tomorrow night. In the meantime, we get you ready to head out the door with single digits air temperature wise, and again, feels like wind chill values below zero in a lot of locations. More about the first alert 7-day forecast. Any signs of that warm up still in the next week? We'll let you know in a few moments. Olivia, back to you.
All right, thank you, Tim. The snow and ice on the roads have caused several collisions and led to stranded drivers this week. Kentucky State Police Trooper Shane Jacobs says they have received more calls than usual at the Harlan Post. Jacobs says it is important they get out to clear the scene of a collision quickly in order to keep the roadways open.
We respond to these events. We're trying to make sure that the roadway is staying open at all times. We try to get these vehicles cleared out of the roadway and then let the state highway workers out. They're continuing to plow the roadways. We want to make sure that they have the opportunity to get these roadways clear as possible.
Jacob still urges you to stay off the roads while it's dark out if you can. And while collisions are happening across eastern Kentucky, road crews are still working to make travel as safe as possible. Crews in London were able to clear off several busy streets in the city. Mayor Randall Weddle says they have worked relentlessly day and night. Weddle says the salt they have used to treat roads has helped, but they expect conditions to be worse this morning.
Of course, as temperatures drop tonight, we're going to be probably fighting a lot of ice, but you know, the temperatures has had a lot of effect on what the salt is currently doing.
Weddle says the Kentucky Transportation Cabinet and the city's street department have both worked tirelessly to clear roadways. While some students were out of school on Wednesday and today, many will be logging on virtually. Students from Hazard Independent Schools used another NTI day yesterday. Superintendent Sandra Combs says they are helping students that have limited technology in any way they can.
From access to Chromebooks or help with clothes or food or anything like that. So we make sure that they have an opportunity to do that. And if those students who cannot log on or have a hard time logging on, they still have the opportunity. They have some days, they have the opportunity to complete that work.
Combs says students are given packets if they are not able to use a laptop or other technology. She adds that students will still be able to make up work once back in the classroom. And we have more than 100 school and business closings and delays again today. You can always find those on the WYMT News app. You can download it by scanning the QR code. You can also sign up for closing alerts for specific schools and breaking news alerts. Thanks for getting your day started with us here on Mountain News this morning. Coming up, New York serial killer Rex Heuermann appeared in court yesterday after being indicted for another murder.
Weather-wise this morning, freezing. Can we warm up anytime soon? We'll let you know. Your First Alert 7-day forecast is coming up after the break.